So the January transfer window is complete and we crack on with the Sunderland save. We've gone all the way to the beginning of March. Roll the intro. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the Sunderland save on FM22 where we find ourselves 8 points clear at the top of the league, which is absolutely wonderful stuff. We have made some... Let's go straight into the transfers. So on the outs then, Ramirez leaves to join VDG, which is Vasco da Gama, for those people that don't know, because I haven't put the name change on yet in this save. But yes, Ramirez actually left. He had joined... It was a weird situation. We knew his contract was running out. A few Brazilian clubs came in for him. He turned them down. I then put him on the transfer list and they decided to actually pay $55,000 for him to take him right here, right now. It's a bit of a loss. 20 appearances, 2 goals, a 6.89. He was very experienced in midfield. But if someone's contract's expiring and they don't want to sign a new one, they want to go and leave the club, I'd always take money in January if I can. So £55,000. Ramirez leaves the club. He had a 6-month stint back in England with Sunderland. He was, I would say, a success. But yeah, he's had to move on. And then the only other one to talk about in the outs, a surprise move as Gooch joins Nottingham Forest. Championship club Nottingham Forest. Our best winger, Gooch, has left the club. Now, we did get £300,000 for him and he has not started very well in Nottingham Forest. I think he was very well suited to how we played. 10 assists in 23 games, 15 goal contributions across 23 games, a 7.12, was clearly better than League One. And he could be a big loss. However, we have bought in some ins. And those ins start with Joe Hugill, a striker on loan from Man United, once of Sunderland as well. They bought him off Sunderland, £300,000 they bought him for a couple of seasons ago. He's come in 4 appearances, 1 goal, 1 player of the match and a 7.13. So started his career back at Sunderland pretty well. He is here only on a loan contract. There is no sort of fee agreed or anything like that. He's still got 2 years left on his Man United contract, but we're basically going to try and bring him back in, I think, most seasons. He looks very, very handy as an out-and-out striker, poacher. Takes a bit of the pressure off Ross Stewart to get the goals when we've got someone like Joe Hugill on the bench that can help us out. The next one in, I'm very happy with this one. He's 29 years old, Connor Townsend, left back, a position we've been struggling with in this save, comes in and immediately comes into the first team on as a left back. He is very, very good for us. 6 appearances so far, getting a 7.18, no goals, no assists, but really, really solid. Didn't enjoy time at West Brom, but has got Premier League experience, Championship experience. He's been around quite a while, but I really like the look of him for a League One left back. He looks absolutely brilliant. Englishman, not going to go against any sort of homegrown quota or anything like that. Was trained at Hull, so has been in England, around England. Is he Dundee? There you go. He's had a little stint with Dundee behind my head that you can't see. Other than that, he's always been in English football. Looks really good, really solid. Very happy bringing him in. Morgan Boys joins on loan from Liverpool. We went for Connor Townsend as a more experienced left-back. We brought in Morgan Boys as a sort of backup youngster left-back. This was actually more just to give it a go. We're paying him nothing. We're paying Liverpool nothing to have him here. I just thought as a youngster, bringing him in, I think his contract expires, at the end of the season. So we're going to see what sort of performances we can get out of him. Now, he's also very capable at centre-back, and he does have good attributes as a centre-back. 6'2", likes to play short, simple passes, stays back at all times. He is someone I'm looking to potentially bring in the future to give us that depth, because I do think he's going to have a lot of experience, but we're not the only people interested in him. Derby, Huddersfield, Hull, Luton, Peterborough and Preston are all very keen to bring in Morgan Boyce, so it could be a bit of a battle to secure his signature. I think if we get promoted, there's going to be a good chance he'll sign for us. Right, I know what you're thinking. Dave, why have you signed Jordan Ibe? We've lost Lyndon Gooch. We needed a right midfielder who didn't necessarily start for us, but was there to come in as a backup. Jordan Ibe was on a free transfer. He's on $1,500 a week, which really isn't very much at all. He's got pace, he can cross, and he can dribble, right? He doesn't work very hard, and he can't shoot. But I quite like the look of Jordan Ibe as a backup player. He hasn't played for us yet at all. He's been here for a month or so. a free transfer from Derby. He does bring experience with him. He's never been brilliant wherever he's been, and obviously Bournemouth did waste quite a lot of money. How much did they spend? £15 million Bournemouth spent on him. I'm hoping in League One, as a backup, he will be just fine. But let's wait and see. It's a contract until the end of next season, so if it all goes tits up, we'll just release him on a free. But yeah, Jordan Ibe has joined. It's also not the strangest transfer in the world, because the strangest transfer in the world would be the fact we've signed Carlos Tevez on a free. We got rid of Ramirez. We bought in Tevez for less money than what Ramirez was on. But yeah, those mental attributes are incredible. Absolutely incredible. And it's League One. Again, he's on a contract until the end of next season. I think I'm tempted to see if we can get him in as a coach as well, but I don't know if he wants to stay in the game afterwards. However, 5 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist, and a 6.82 rating. When he comes on, he just keeps the ball and keeps it ticking over. Put him in a job, put him in a role where he doesn't need to run very much. Sit him behind the striker. Lovely stuff. Get him in there. Absolutely amazing. Love it. He's really... I couldn't look past the attributes he's got there. First touch, dribbling, bravery, flair, leadership, off the ball, technique, passing, teamwork, vision. It's great just to keep the ball ticking over, keep it going. Comes deep to get the ball, shoots from distance, moves into channels, likes the ball played into feet. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then finally, we got our man, Ricky Jade Jones joins the club. And this is down to the board. I couldn't get Peterborough to agree to a deal. And I went to the board, asked them, can we sign Ricky Jade Jones? It will really show that we're going to mean business in the coming seasons. He's a really high potential rated player. And they said, yeah, all right, here's 2.4 million for you. Go and buy him. So they ended up negotiating the fee, the contract. All I had to do was press accept and get it done on the little interact with board button that comes up on a transfer fee. And it was brilliant. 5 appearances, 2 goals already, 6.84. We have a very strong squad. And I'm very, very excited by this. 13 goals in 17 during his loan period was incredible. And now it's just a case of fitting all this attacking talent into the team. And this is how it looks at the moment. So with Lyndon Gooch going, it's actually opened up Djaku to come in on the right-hand side. And he's actually been playing a lot better on that right-hand side now that he's the starting sort of winger. And he's potentially playing himself into consideration for a permanent transfer because he has put in a number of good performances. But it's the 4-2-3-1 that we love to see. We've got Stewart up front, we've got Elanga on the left, Embleton in behind, and then Djaku on the right, Pritchard and Evans in the middle, Townsend on the left, Doyle, Yak and O'Nien in the middle, and then Hoffman there. And Yak is only in because Tom Flanagan had a little bit of time out, so he sort of kept his place. Obafemi Martins has agreed to leave the club at the end of the year. He's going back to Nigeria. But yeah, it's a good team. It's a good, solid team that we've got now, and we really should get promoted with this team. We do have Kim Pioka, who I've called up from the young team, the youngsters. I just want to give him a chance, really. He's played a couple of games here or there, 7.25, getting 1 assist, so does look like he might have a little bit of potential. We've also got Joel Valencia still on loan, and then everybody else you remember, really. Andre Wisdom's been playing well, Dan Neal's been playing well, Tevez is on the bench, Ricky J. Jones at the moment starts on the bench, and Jordan Willis, the guy who we gave a new contract, coming back from his big long-term injury, is now getting some game time on the bench, so hopefully that we can integrate him back into the team as well, which is lovely stuff. In terms of results, they've obviously been going pretty well. We're top of the league. There's not really too much to talk about there. So, yeah, all in all, pretty good. Right, let's go into the game against Charlton, and then we're probably just going to play 1 game in today's episode and then get to the end of the season because we are getting into crunch time right now. So we'll have to have a look at Yak, who is still a little bit unhappy that he wasn't getting his playing time, but he should be coming around now because Pritchard has got, no one's going to make a big offer for him. Pleased to have been promised that the club will gain promotion to the Sky Bet Championship next season, Andre Wisdom. Well, hopefully we're going up this season, Andre. Hopefully we're going up this season. But I'm surprised Yak doesn't have a promise in there because I thought I would have promised to play him more. Anyway, let's get on to game day and then we'll be back for kickoff. So as the players come out of the tunnel then, there is one bit of news I forgot. Hoffman, the goalkeeper, actually failed his work permit, so he's not going to be joining on a permanent deal, which is really annoying because we've got to go into the summer knowing we need a first-choice goalkeeper now. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with that one. Shout out to Keezy Renzi for the skin. It is absolutely beautiful. Makes life a lot easier to see what's going on. Unlike this game where nothing is really happening at the moment, we've kept the team pretty much as you saw it before. Nothing has really changed. Let's just change very slightly to our other sort of formation here, where we just get a bit more of a playmaker feel in the attacking midfield role to try and link up to the striker. But 25 minutes gone, absolutely diddly squat has happened. Charlton are the on-form team in the league. They have won 4 of their last 5. So they are going to be a tough opponent here, as Evans gives it back to Flanagan, who came in for Yak, who's just struggling a little bit. Doyle, who we're going to sincerely miss next year if we can't get him back on loan from Man City. Embleton, up to Stewart. Stewart with the ball through. Elanga, who's been superb this year. Elanga gets to the byline, cuts it back. Xhaka with the header over the bar. Yeah, I really want to get Anthony Elanga and Connor Doyle back on loan next season from Man United and Man City respectively, because they have been superb for us this year. As Matthews comes forward, good tackle from Pritchard. Elanga picks it up. Away at the Valley is always going to be a tough game when Charlton has got such good form, so hopefully we can create some chances, as that was a risky pass back, but 09 kept it alive. Embleton, Evans, back to Embleton again. Jaku, Stewart, Jaku, he was looking for Pritchard, but intercepted well by Gilby. McGilvray, that's a great name, looking for Stockley. 09 wins the header. Embleton, Jaku, Evans, 09. Great ball down the line to Jaku. And Jaku could be in. Is he going to go for goal? He does. And twice in a row. And the second one hit the side netting. And it'll be a goal kick. Probably should have cut that across goal for hopefully what you think would be a simple tap-in. But 5 shots, none on target. That's the worry at the moment. Charlton 3 shots, 1 on target. We're playing all right. We can't be too worried. We're up in XG. We're doing all right. I will probably say we've been the better team. I could say our shooting's not been good enough. 5 shots, none on target. Let's get that shooting better. We do have Ricky J. Jones on the bench as well that we can bring on. So we'll probably get him on for a run around at some point. Ross Stewart's not having the best of games. In fact, let's do that. What's that? 15 minutes into the second half. Ross Stewart off. Ricky J. Jones on. Advanced forward is what you're going to be, Mr. J. Jones. And you know what? We're going to go Tevez on as well. Advanced playmaker. Get him on the ball. Pass the ball around. Maybe have a couple of shots from range. Let's see how that works out. As Charlton are getting back into this. 7 shots, 3 on target now for them. Let's shout at the boys. Demand a bit more. Come on. 20 minutes to go. Okay, final 10 minutes. Not much is happening. 2 good teams sort of equaling each other out, I guess. As injured and struggling to run it off. But he's on a 7, so I don't want to take him off. Callum Doyle's on a 6.5, which isn't brilliant. Let's see if we can get you to take a few more risks then as a ball player. Alex Pritchard as a box-to-box. Dan Neal can come on for him. And that'll be all 3 subs. So Jordan Ibe, Andre Wisdom miss out. It'll be interesting to see how this last sort of 10 minutes goes. Only 1 shot on target is really, really bad. 12 shots, 1 on target. We're just not creating the opportunities that we want. An XG of 1.0. We've been the better team. Couldn't get the breakthrough. A very disappointing game, to be honest. Yeah, Connor Townsend getting man of the match at left back shows how much of a good acquisition he's been. Yeah, we're on top, had a lot of chances, but couldn't score the goal. That's very irritating. Not the game I wanted to show after going through the January transfer window. We do stay top, 8 points clear at the top still. A huge goal difference of 44. It's probably... Oh, we're getting a new offer. We're going to get a new contract offer. There you go. So, as Jaku's now out for 4 to 7 weeks. Ow, he probably should have come off with a thigh strain. I wish you could get a bit of more of an inkling to say what it was. I know you can hover over the little injury thing and it can say like foot injury or leg injury or upper leg injury. But, you know, if he's had a physio come on at half time or something like that and he's spoken to a physio, he'll be able to say, oh, it's my thigh or it's my ankle, or it's something like, yeah, you know what I mean? Calf strain or something like that. But, yeah, who knows? But anyway, Callum Doyle's feeling a little bit rested. But don't worry, mate. There's not long left to go in the season now. What's that? Only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 more games. And we've not got anyone too difficult in the running. If we look at Gillingham, Oxford, Shrewsbury, Plymouth, Cambridge and Morecambe, and see where those guys sit in the table. So, okay, Shrewsbury are quite near the top, but Oxford, Cambridge, Morecambe are bottom, Gillingham mid-table, Plymouth mid-table. We're not looking too bad for this. I think the aim is to get Ross Stewart Golden Boot. That would be amazing. Portsmouth absolutely dominating the average ratings at the moment. Lyndon Gooch is still up there with second most assists, even though he doesn't play for us anymore. Elliot Embleton, joint most player in the match awards. And yeah, we're lacking a few clean sheets this season as well. So it will be interesting to see how we go. If anyone has goalkeeper recommendations that we can think about end of year signings, maybe in the Championship, something like that, let me know down below. Because at the moment, we're going to be going into next year with Lee Burge as our number one, which doesn't fill me with confidence. So I am on the hunt for a new goalkeeper. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I know it's been a little bit of a strange episode, this one, with a bit of a transfer stuff coming back in March, and then we'll be back for the end of the season. But I felt like we were sort of doing so well in the league, we could progress this a little bit, because the Championship is going to be hopefully where it's at next year. And I look forward to seeing you at the end of season episode, which will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.